Hey guys, so welcome to another episode in my Performance Artist Spotlight series. Today I wanted to talk about the works of Iraqi American artist Wafaa Bilal. So, Wafaa was born in 1966 in Najaf, Iraq. He was brought up during a particularly tumultuous period of Iraq's history, defined by the reign of Saddam Hussein. Due to a member of his family being accused of disloyalty to the regime, Wafaa was denied the opportunity to pursue his dreams of being an artist. He instead majored in geography, but simultaneously continued pursuing his art on the side. The art, being critical of Saddam, resulted in his arrest and torture. In 1992, he came to the United States to study art at the University of New Mexico, later moving to Chicago to get his master's at the Institute of Fine Arts in 2003. The following year, Wafaa's brother Haji was killed by stray U.S. gunfire in their hometown of Kufa. He comments on how this experience has informed his work here.
In 2004, I received devastating news that my brother Haji was killed in Kufa, our hometown in Iraq. And 2 months later, we lost our father of grief over our brother Haji. Since then, I was thinking of building an art project that engage people and not necessarily in a gallery, but using the media that's available to us, which was the internet. And I kept thinking about the project until 2007 when a new segment gave me the idea to build that project. It was a soldier sitting in Colorado directing drone planes and dropping missiles on Iraq. And when she was asked whether she has any regret over the life of Iraqis, she said, no, these people are terrorists and I trust my government. And it hit me right away that we become so disconnected from the conflict zone and we live in our own comfort zone. And that gave me the idea. The idea was called Shoot an Iraqi. I would lock myself in a gallery for 30 days and with a paintball gun aimed at me, and the paintball gun is controlled by the people online. To my surprise, 30 days later, I was shot 60,000 times and 138 countries participated with 80 million hits on the website. And in that project as well, we had chat room and we ended up with 33,000 pages. And somebody in the chat room wrote, no matter who you are coming into this project, you will be a changed person. This project changed my life forever. And it gave me hope in humanity. And it gave me hope that when we build a platform for people to have a conversation, they will come and participate.
So, Domestic Tension, alternative title Shoot an Iraqi. All in all, the site logged more than 80 million hits, 65,000 paintballs were fired, hitting the artist a few hundred times, and 2,000 pages of anonymous comments were written by viewers from 132 countries. Wafaa experienced the return of symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder syndrome caused by years of war in Iraq. The piece brought to Chicago in a minute way the conditions of bombardment felt by the citizens of his homeland every day. In And Counting, in a 24-hour live performance, Wafaa turns his body into a canvas, tattooing his back with a borderless map of Iraq, covered with one dot for each Iraqi and American casualty near the cities where they fell. The 5,000 dead American soldiers are represented by red dots, and the 100,000 Iraqi casualties are represented by dots of green ultraviolet ink, invisible unless illuminated by a black light. During the performance, people from all walks of life read off the names of the dead. This piece in no way is intended to make light of the deaths of American soldiers, but only to illuminate that the deaths of Iraqis like his brother are largely invisible to the American public. So the third piece I want to talk about is a bit lighter. Third Eye itself is a small digital camera that is surgically mounted to the back of Wafaa's head. From December 15th, 2010 to February 4, 2011, An image was captured once per minute and streamed live to www.thirdeye.me and the Mathaf Arab Museum of Modern Art. The website is still live, so you can see these images like right now. His inspiration for the piece was his desire to have been able to record his journey from Iraq to Saudi Arabia, on to Kuwait, and finally the US. Due to the chaos of the conditions of his migration, he finds it difficult to recall all he was forced to leave behind. The fourth and final piece I want to discuss is called 16801. The name references a 13th century atrocity when an invading Mongol army set fire to the libraries of Baghdad, throwing the books of the, forgive my pronunciation here, Beit al-Hikmah, the House of Wisdom, into the Tigris River, where according to the legend their pages bled ink for 168 hours. The 01 stands for the first minute after a loss, the starting point for recovery. In the case of Iraq, history is repeated when the College of Fine Arts at the University of Baghdad lost its entire library during the 2003 U.S. invasion of Iraq. Approximately 70,000 books were destroyed when looters set fire to the collection. More than 17 years later, a few books remain in the library for art students to study. The installation is a series of white shelves filled with blank tomes. Viewers can donate to fund texts requested from faculty members and students. As the donations accrue, the empty texts are replaced with the books from the wish list. At the end of the exhibition, all the books are shipped to the College of Fine Arts to begin the process of rebuilding. So this is a pretty minor introduction to his work. If you're curious in diving in more, I left a link to his main website in the description. As always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I can get more of these videos out in the coming year. Yeah. Alright, thanks. Take care, bye.